all of this with these differences and things, we're not talking about major disruptions. We're talking about two passages that are 12 verses, other places, but there's not a single core doctrine, perhaps not any doctrine, that is in any jeopardy by these textual variants. If there are, it's going to be very, very, very minor outlier doctrines.
Hmm.
The most I've found, and I'm sure there's others that are probably in this ball camp, is at Mark 9:29. It's not a matter of orthodoxy, but it's a matter of orthopraxy.
Hmm.
That is, what's right action? How should we behave as Christians? And in Mark 9:29, when the disciples tried to cast out a demon of this little boy, that the demon kept tossed him into the fire, and the father comes to Jesus, and the disciples said, "Why couldn't we cast him out?" Jesus said, "This kind can only be cast out by prayer," or he says, by prayer and fasting. It's a really difficult decision to determine which one he said. Frankly, I lean towards just prayer because scribes tended to clarify.
Hmm.
And you have good witnesses on both sides, but on the internal evidence, I'd say just prayer is what he said. But I'm not sure. Now, I've actually been involved in a couple of house um, uh, uh, exorcisms. I'm sorry, I forgot the word.
Hmm.
Not exorcisms of demons out of people, but where we saw very evident things that were going on in the house that were demonic,
Yeah.
things flying across the room and this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which wording was original. So I hedged my bet. I not only prayed, but I also fasted before I was involved in those.
Right.
And so I'm saying, well, that's not something that everybody, normal Christians do every day. So that's the closest I could find to anything that where orthodoxy is affected. That's not real significant.
Right.